In the region in general, the reasons why energy poverty is widespread is the relatively lower wealth levels overall for societies. So they are simply poorer than their counterparts in the Western societies. So that's one reason. The other reason is the energy mix very often is rather expensive, and some of these countries are a bit behind in terms of energy transition, building resilience and efficiency in energy consumption. So it's a mixture of economic, social, and political reasons. And overall, it is estimated that nearly 2 million Polish households, so about anything between 12 and 16% of Polish households, were affected by energy poverty, depending how you calculate it. So this is a huge problem. Poland is a large country compared to the others in the region, and the population is dispersed. There's a lot of individual housing, some of it in rural areas where energy efficiency was not a priority, where coal is still used to warm houses, and so on and so forth. So there are a number of reasons that make Poland particularly exposed. And last but not least, Poland has so far failed to take advantage of EU reconstruction funds available for energy transition that would probably also help alleviate the problem. So in our report about energy poverty in Poland, but also in sea region, we make a number of recommendations. We basically divide recommendations into three groups. One is social policy, pure and simple. Basically, there are households for whom energy modernization or thermal modernization or changing something in their energy consumption may be difficult or economically impractical. And that's where the state should focus on simply subsidizing their energy consumption. Hopefully the number of such households is going to increase over time, but social policy may be the best way to address it. And the second group is the most promising, and this is the most important part, where you actually spend public money or EU funds on energy efficiency. And there the biggest problem is access to funds for poorer households, because in most programs that Poland has used so far, there is a pre-financing requirement. So households need to put up money up front. Sometimes it's just a share of the total cost of modernization. Sometimes they're sort of reimbursed at the end of the process. And for many poorer families with no access to credit, with no access to savings, this becomes a threshold which is just impossible to pass. So it's a catch-22. Some of these poorer households would qualify theoretically for receiving state subsidies to modernize and make their houses more energy efficient, but they cannot get on the program because they don't have access to funds. So one of our recommendations is to focus on more sort of intermediaries in this process who could pre-finance modernization or using state financing institutions to do that. And the third recommendation is, of course, access to information and proper one-stop shop place where people can learn about the existing programs, the advantages. I think it's crucial. Local governments are crucial because they know their communities. They realize what kind of air they're breathing. They know what kind of troubles they go through, and they also disburse some of the social support funds to the poorest families. And the overlap between poorest families that need social support and energy poor families is very often huge. So they know what they're dealing with. They probably are the best channel to use. But they require support from the third sector, and they require financing, and they need perhaps a little bit more freedom on risk-taking and trying out new things and experimenting.